Vipi wase, karibuni kwenye rugby nare, na leo tunaangalia Kenya Cup round 9 yenye ita happen this weekend. And at the moment I can say season mali imefika. These positions from position 6 to 12th are still the most contentious positions, because most teams up hivi from position 7 to 11, they've won 2 games each. So with a win you jump up, with a loss you stagnate. And they can also throw in position 6, because Black Blood were on 3 wins in the season, and if they don't get wins from here moving forward, they get dropped out of the playoffs. And we have 3 more games left in the regular season, so a lot can happen within these 3 remaining games of the regular season. So stakes are still very high, especially in the bottom half of the league. Now let's start by looking at the weekend games. Game ya KCB versus Menengai Oilers itakuwa pale hivyo KCB Club Ruaraka. KCB at home versus Oilers. Of course, this is the biggest game of the weekend, because these 2 teams are in the top 3. They are likely to meet afterwards in the quarters ama semis, most likely in the semis, because if you're top 2 you get a direct home semi-final, na KCB wako number 2 saa hizi. So whatever happens in this game, it means you get a direct ticket to the semis. You bypass the quarters, naona. So it's a very crucial game. The fact that wako next to each other, KCB number 2, Oilers number 3. Now, what do I think will happen in this game? I think KCB at home are very tough. Oilers, they're playing well, winning home and away, but KCB is on their level. So this will be one to look forward to. This is one of the biggest ones for the season. And as I've said, stakes are very high. Win this game, it means a direct ticket to the semi-finals. So it's a very crucial game. Siding with KCB hapo hivyo. Impala watakuwa home versus Mwamba. Impala, they traveled last weekend, wakaenda to Nakuru. They played Oilers. Tough game. Oilers won it 63 points to 3. Impala saizi, they are ranked at number 8 with 11 points. Na points difference yao si mbaya, negative 137. So if it comes, if they find themselves in a situation where wanaangalia points difference, they will have a nice chance. But playing Mwamba at home, this is a winnable game. Mwamba last weekend, they beat Strathmore Leos 2010. So Mwamba also playing well, wako number 10, 2 wins, 9 points. Therefore, then this is a crucial game for both teams, and whoever wins, they jump up. You see, if Impala wins, they can go as far as top as number 7, depending if they get the bonus point. Wanaweza fika number 6. They don't, number 7. So Mwamba the same, they get a win, they jump up in rankings all the way to number 7. So it's a very important game for both teams. It's likely to be a close game. I think Impala wins at home. Itawapatia hiyo home advantage. Kabras wako home versus Nondis. Now Nondis, they had a tough day in office last weekend. They played KCB, wakapigwa 53-8. That was a surprising result for me. I expected they would at least scored more and conceded less points, but KCB clearly they are showing intentions of what they want from this season. Nowadays saizi wako number 4 with 6 wins, 28 points, so playoff spot I can say it's secure for them. Hapo hivyo number 4, but for this game playing Cabras is yet another tough day in office. Cabras at home. Cabras are winning all over, home and away. Last weekend they beat Harlequins. I'll pin the video here, you can see how that game went. I was impressed by the way Cabras is playing. They are very confident. I see why they are winning so much. They have very nice flow. Their games out in a flow. Their plays are flowing, but they are still making some mistakes. Forward pass knocking on, so there are still opportunities for teams to capitalize on their mistakes and find loopholes za kuwapiga. So I think Cabras at home they are tough. They can win, but they are still beatable if you play your cards well. But if you give them an opportunity, they strike and they are unforgiving. They are dominant everywhere, scrums, lineouts, they are playing very well. So nowadays wanafaa waende huko hivyo with a very good game plan and wata pull off a decent result, because this one Cabras is tough. So I'm siding with Cabras to take this game. South Coast Pirates watakuwa home versus Kenya Harlequins. Queens walipigwa na Cabras, as I have said, and traveling away I believe they will be looking forward to take this win. Pirates walipigwa na Black Blood last weekend. A big results for Blood, 50-3. Now Pirates at home versus Queens. One thing I will say is that Pirates uwanja yao is a weapon for them. They have a poor ground, but they have mastered the art of winning and they know their field basically. And Queens wamezoea uwanja fiti, kona nyasi and all that, but pale Secret, that field is it plays with players mentality, and players hawataki. I don't think they want to dive or do too much on that field. It doesn't seem safe. So Pirates are using their field onto their advantage, and I expect they will have a decent result. But either way, I think Queens will be strong. Queens, they want a win. They want to secure their place up over playoffs. So easy, they have 4 wins, and with 3 more games to go, anything can happen. So they need to cement and solidify place yao kwa playoffs. Next one, Leos wako home versus Nakuru. Nakuru got their first win last weekend. They were at home, they beat Kisumu, a decent result, that 2-22. And I think even traveling, they want to prove wanaweza win on the road. Watendapo Leos on a struggle. They lost to Mwamba last weekend, making silly mistakes. Like there is that try by that mistake by Gabriel Ayimba. He could have scored, but then ataka kupea wase sadaka, and the guy he was passing to the ball fumbled, and he's passing while in the try box. So he sabotaged the game. I think they could have won that game, but they are making too many mistakes. They are too nonchalant. I don't know if they continue like this, they can drop even further into the relegation. So I think this is a crucial game for both teams, Nakuru na Strathmore pia. And Strathmore at home, I believe they will be looking forward to correcting their mistakes and boosting their season to make sure at least they improve their chances, the survival, and this is a winnable game for them. Nakuru, if they play their cards well, they can take this game, build on momentum here last weekend when they won their game, and anything can happen, as I said. But I think Leo's at home. I'm gonna side them with them and give them the home advantage. Kisumu watakuwa home versus KU. Kisumu, they lost to Nakuru, and currently wako number 7, 2 wins, 12 points, and playing Black Blood wako number 6 with 3 wins. So they're in the playoffs, but their position is not secured. So these two teams are next to each other. Whatever happens in this game, whichever the result, they might switch places. If Kisumu wins, they jump up above Black Blood. Black Blood, if they win, they increase the opportunity ya kwenda playoffs. So it's an important game for both of them, especially Kisumu akiwa home. That's a big advantage for them. And KU, this is a winnable game. They need to prove they can win on the road. At the moment, I think they've only won one game when they travel, like as far as Kisumu and all that. So this is a game they need. I don't think they've won on the road actually. So this is their first opportunity of an away win on the road. Now tuingie pale championship. Nayo pia championship kumewaka moto. It's getting intense. Last weekend we witnessed a battle of the best teams in the championship. Pale where they played Daystar, and Daystar won by 1 point. So you can imagine championship pia kuna mambo huko hivyo. Things are getting intense. Homeboys, they are playing 2 Marines. Homeboys, they lost last weekend to Must, and it was a decent result, 18-24. As I said, Homeboys ni team kubwa, ni team imetoka Kenya Cup, so this is their level. They should be winning most of their games, and this one is a winnable for them. TUM last weekend they beat UOE, and currently TUM wako number 11 with 2 wins. So you can imagine it's very tough huko hivyo championship. And Homeboys wako number 5, so wako playoffs. You see, they have an opportunity to get into that qualification, you see. So Homeboys are playing well. I'm gonna give them that game. I think they beat TUM. Most at home versus Kwea. Yet another tough game for them. Actually, for both teams. Most at home, they are tough. Most are tough everywhere. Ni kama Kabras, like they are literally neighbors. Showground iko hapa, Most University is right next, and both teams are dominating in both leagues. It's amazing. Most at home, I give them the win. Kwea playing well, but yeah, the season is getting to that tough point where games are crucial. But I think Kwea will make it to the playoffs, but losing to these big teams is not good news for them, because they will face them eventually in the playoffs. So they need to be winning these games, or at least utilize them to prepare for them when they meet in the next round. Western Bulls last weekend walipeana walkover. They will be at home versus Mean Machine. Mean Machine, they lost to JKUAT 10-13, and currently Mean Machine wako number 7, 3 wins. And this one, I think Western Bulls saizi wako number 9, 3 wins. I think it's a close game for them. They have similar strengths, and Bulls at home, I think they can win it, and especially the fact that walipeana walkover last weekend. This one, they need this one, so I'm gonna side with them just because on your home side. Daystar Falcons versus Zetech Hawks. Game itakuwa Daystar University at the River. Zetech walipigwa na they won by walkover against Western Bulls. So when they travel to Daystar, I think Daystar wins. Daystar, as I said, they beat Koya last weekend. So I see Daystar number 2 with 8 out of 9 wins. Zetech at number 4 with 7 out of 9 wins. So it's going to be a very amazing, tough match for both teams. So it's fun for the fans. Mafans wanataka hizo game ziko close, those competitive matches of top teams. So yeah, this is a top ranking match, and I think Daystar takes the win. JKUAT at home versus USIU. JKUAT, they're having a very impressive run. They have 5 wins out of 8. Wako number 6. Last weekend they played Mean Machine. They beat Mean Machine. So playing USIU, they beat Mombasa 23-22. Currently wako number 10 with 2 wins, and that's good, but it's not enough. They're still close to the relegation zone, so they need a decent result, and for that one I think JKUAT wins, home advantage and all. Mombasa will be at home versus UOE Trojans. UOE are still winless this season. They're the bottom of the league with 0 wins out of 9 games, and last weekend they lost to 2 Marines 17-5, and this weekend they go back to Mombasa again to play Mombasa RFC. And Mombasa, they lost last weekend when they traveled away. They played they played USIU, and USIU won by 1 point, 23-22. So Mombasa will be looking to bounce back and increase their chances of moving up in the league, because currently they are at number 8 with 2 wins. You know, there are still a few games left. If they win both games, they jump up all the way into the playoffs. But currently, wako number 8, 13 points. And yeah, it might be tough to get into the playoffs, but anything can happen. And playing UOE, this is a winnable game, and I think they can take it, especially being at home. Give me your predictions right here in the comment section. Like the video, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you have not, and I will see you on the next video.